Hello everyone, this is General Hand Grenade. Welcome to my war room in Prince George, British Columbia. In this video we will be taking the first turn in the summer of 1914 for the French Republic. We've already done Germany and Britain and the Austrian Empire, or Austro-Hungarian Empire, sorry. So, France. Let's talk about France. You can see in the picture there, France is a blue one, as if you didn't know. And Germany has come in there, and they've taken Lorraine from France. We'd like that back because that's worth 3 IPPs, and France doesn't have a lot of IPPs. In fact, they start with 21 of them, and they're going to need every one of them because they got extensive holdings around the world in their colonies, second only to Britain. And so they'd like to, kind of maintain that, but most of their money is going to go on the trench line between Germany and France and Britain. So that's where we're at. Let's take a look at the technology. So we have a hurricane bombardment, and what that means is if you have a number of, I think it's 6, I'll check on that, but I think it's 6. If you have a number of artillery in your attack and you've developed that technology fully, then that can get you an extra round of combat, up to 3, right? And then it says tank there, but it's not actually tank, it's armored vehicles. We've changed the name of that because on the 3rd stage of armored vehicles you can buy armored cars. Anyway, we've got 2 more technology roles. And while we're down here, let's just, before we go to the other side of the board, so here's what we bought here. We've got 21 IPP. So we've got 2 colonial infantry, a Zouave. They're a colonial troop that was down in North Africa. And we've got 4 infantry. So let's go to the other side of the board and begin our French turn. First we will take our technology. So I've explained this to you before, but let me see. France, because they need money, they're going to go to stage 2 of wartime economy. So if you haven't seen the other videos, you can either pick 2 technologies to go to stage 1 or 1 technology to go to stage 2. And I've put the French roundel right here on stage 2 of wartime economy. Anyway, we also have 2 major factories, so that means we get to roll 2 dice. Let's go for, and the numbers that I have to achieve on there are not the same. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to pause this for a second because I forgot to look at the one just to see if it's changed. I'll be right back. Okay, I just wanted to check defense in depth to see if it had changed, but it hasn't. It's still at 7. So I need a 7 or more for defense in depth, and I need a 7 or more for wartime economy. Let's go for defense in depth first. And a 2. Okay, that's not going to help us. Let's roll that dice a little better. Arr. And wartime economy 10. That's good. So France joins Austria-Hungary at stage 3 on wartime economy. That's a good start. We didn't pay for any diplomacy. Let's take a quick look at the diplomacy chart though for France. There's not much. They have stage 1 of both Denmark and Romania. Romania is a pretty good one, but we have opted to use our money on combat units instead. So we are going to attack. Here, let me just move the camera over here. We are going to attack Lorraine with everything we can. So let's just move these things over here. You won't be able to see where I'm putting them, but you'll see when I'm done. Okay, there's that. There's 6 infantry, so Germany does start with a trench line. And the heavy artillery. And 2 artillery for the Germans. have to pay attention to see if we're crossing any rivers or anything. It doesn't look like it, does it? To get into Lorraine, we're going from here, here, and here. It looks like it's all clear sailing there. So we've got 2 infantry in southern France. And we've got 2 cavalry in Paris, as well as 8 infantry in Paris, which has given us 10 altogether so far. 3 artillery in Paris. I guess we don't have a balloon, do we? You haven't seen me purchase a balloon yet. Balloons only cost 1 IPP. They really have no combat value or anything. All they do is boost your artillery paired 1-to-1. Okay, so we took the fighter in 2, and then we have, I believe this is 4. Yep, 4 infantry. Let's take a look here. So there's the fight right there. Those guys. Now let's keep going. I think we have one more combat we can do. Yeah, just one more combat. The other ones are non-combat moves. So, first fight going on in Africa. First time I've got a opportunity to do 2-on-1. So we've got an infantry. This see, I've got these really cool Foreign Legion scalps. These are just regular infantry in this game. I've just used Foreign Legion for my colonial or not colonial troops, but the just regular infantry outside of France, just for a little bit of flavor to my own game. But it is only just an infantry. So we've got an infantry and a colonial infantry attacking a colonial infantry for the Germans, and that's worth 1 IPP, so that's good. And you look here, these territories are not worth anything, so I don't have to replace a guy on there in order to collect the money on that, so that's a good thing. And oh yeah, there was one more. We're going to take this cruiser here, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to go after the cruiser raider down here. So he's going to be -3. So instead of 6, he's rolling at a 3, and the cruiser raider is defending at a 1. And if I don't hit him, he's going to get the hell out of Dodge, because that's what cruiser raiders are all about. They're slippery. They're a lot weaker than a regular cruiser. Like they only attack and defend at 1. So, you know, that's a lot less than attacking and defending at 6 like they normally do. But you get to split them in half and go and convoy things. Anyway, here we go. Let's do the little attacks first. So the Germans will have 1 cruiser at 3. And let's see. We will go... Oh, this would be the French, the cruiser at 3. And the Germans will be the green one. They will be the cruiser raider at 1. Okay, so the cruiser hits. So that's the cruiser raider goes down. And then down in Africa, we have got a colonial infantry at 1 and an infantry at 2. So colonial infantry at 1, infantry at 2, missed. And then a German infantry or colonial infantry at 2. They got a hit. Do I want to keep going? Yes, let's keep going. So we've just got an infantry at 2 versus a colonial infantry at 2. Here, let's just speed this up a bit. The German's going to be the green one. So going for 2s. Misses, and I got one more round. Misses. Okay, so that fight ends, and I lost that. Here, let's just go do that right now, so we don't forget. So, cruiser raider comes off the board, and this guy comes off the board, and we'll move this guy. We'll get him out to Niger. Yeah, that's all I did down here. Okay, let's go do the big attack. Alrighty. Get this a little bit closer. Okay, first strike. They have got a heavy artillery. Believe it or not though, a heavy artillery is not that great. It only defends at 3, so it's not even as good as a regular artillery. So if we boost that one, then they will have 3 artillery at 4. Or we could boost one of the German artillery and make it 5. Let's do that. So France first. They've got 2 artillery at 4 and 1 at 5 because they've got the observation from 1 fighter. So let's do that first. So 2 4s and a 5. 1, 2. 2 hits. Good. Good. Let's mark that. Okay. And then the Germans. They have got 1 at 4, 1 at 3, 1 at 4, 1 at 5. So 1 at 3, missed. 1 at 4, missed. And 1 at 5. Ooh, not so good rolling for the Germans this time. Okay, so they lose 2. You know what? I think they're gonna lose because we've got so many units in there. I think they're going to lose artillery. So let's take off the heavy artillery. Or do you think they can last 3 rounds? That's the question, right? Because that heavy artillery is expensive. Let's hang on to that heavy artillery. Let's just lose the 2 artillery instead. Okay. All right. Whether that was the right thing or the wrong thing to do, that's what we did. Okay. We have got 2, 10, 14 infantry and 3 artillery. So that's 11 infantry at 2 and 3 artillery at 3 plus 2 horses at 3. So 5 at 3. Let's do that first. 5 at 3. Nothing. And then 11. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11 at 2. Okay, 1. Just 1. Okay. Let's mark that. And then Germany has 6, but one of them has the artillery, so 5 at 4 and 1 at... Oh, wait. They're on a trench line. All 6 of them roll at 6. 2, 4, 6. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we came out, in the end, we came out even there. Both sides lost 3. Okay. Now, they still have that. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Belay that. The Germans still have the trench line, so the French can't go any further. What was I thinking? I just got out of bed. This first thing in the morning for me. So that's why we lost the artillery instead of the infantry. I don't know what I was thinking there. But anyway, they still have 6 infantry, which means they still have a trench line. So all those French hits were for naught. Anyway, that's the end of that attack. So I'll put everything back. And France did not take a territory. So they are not going to get a free diplomacy roll for sure. And not only that, but Germany is for sure going to get that diplomacy roll now, because they will manage to hang on to that territory until the end. Okay, so put these dudes back at Paris. And 2 in Picardy. I tell you what, probably be better to look over here, wouldn't it? So I put everybody back, and I put 8 dudes in Paris and 2 dudes in Picardy. We will put, let's get this guy out of the way. We'll put the 3 artillery in Paris. Ooh. Yeah, I needed to get more hits in the first round for the French in order to sustain that attack. Put those 2 there. Put the fighter there. We're gonna move 3 of these guys over here. Yeah. Put the fighter there. Okay. Let's carry on with our turn. Oh. Did I get all of my guys? Oh, I know why. This was a dude as well. Okay, I got it. This was also an infantry. I had taken the infantry sculpt off the top when I lost these guys. Okay. So when we're looking over here at Asia, now that we know that Japan has joined the side of the Allies, we don't have to worry about Asia whatsoever, except for any kind of German raiding going on. And we just dispatched the one guy, so that's kind of cool. And we've got a couple of cruisers trying to hunt down the other German cruiser raider. Plus we got the Japanese there, right? So they can take care of that. In other words, what we can do is take the transport here, and we're going to take one of the infantry and we're going to replace it with a colonial infantry, because remember, we want to keep this territory covered, right? Be able to collect that IPP. So let's go 1, 2, 3 into here. Yeah. And we'll bring that guy over. What do we got here? Where can we put him? Let's just put him in the French territory. There we go. And what else? Okay. We're going to take the seaplane and we're going to bring him down to Gibraltar so we can hunt subs with him. There we go. There you see the seaplane down there. And we're going to take the transport down here. We're going to go 1, pick up this infantry, and we're going to bring him up to southern France. So transport goes back. There we go. And nobody in Africa is moving around. I think that's all we're going to do. We're going to keep our navy right where it is. Now the Zouave has to go in either Algeria or Tunisia. So we're going to put him, because we need to cover that territory to collect that 1 IPP, right? And we're going to put a colonial troop over here to cover that one that we moved. And let's take this guy and put him, let's put him in Chad here. No, let's put him in Ubungo Chari, just because it's fun to say. And then let's just move this up here. Okay, we've got an infantry going here. After the video's over, then I'll consolidate these things. Okay, let's go over there. Okay, so Paris gets 2 infantry. There we go. Just looking here, we got 3, 4, 5, 6 units there. 1, 2, You know what? Let's put this guy down here as well. So let's just take these 3 off. And let's take 2 more off. There we go. We have a trench line down there. Cool. Just what we wanted. So, the income doesn't change. France doesn't have any neutrals they can collect income from yet, because Romania and Denmark are both at stage 1. They need to be at stage 2 to collect their income. So no extra income, no bonus income. Only, I think Germany and the Ottomans have bonus income in this game, which is kind of weird. Like wartime bonuses. Or does Russia have some? Can't remember. We'll find out when we get there. Anyway, that's all I've got today for the French Republic. So we'll just move around, look around, see what's going on. Next will be the Ottoman Empire, and that turn won't take much because the Ottomans are not at war yet. They're still at peace, and because of that, they only have 2 IPPs. But we'll get to that in the next video, which will probably be tomorrow. So take care, everyone. General Hand Grenade out.